Hey guys, I'm making this video about timing. I've got an email from a sister that I was just feeling like I really needed to answer. Timing is everything. You know, I think about that and I read something about timing. But timing is a very important factor in whatever you do. Even if you're carrying a baby and deliver them a month early, you know, or you just left somewhere, somebody just got shot, or right at the light before you got there, it was an accident. Timing is everything, you know, and I've dated a guy, I've dated a lot of guys that I'm like, damn, I should have met him 10 years ago, or 10 years after, or 10 years before, or 10 minutes before, you know, or, you know, you think about dating and timing and you really don't take that into consideration. I think that when you are single, you know, I don't want to sound all Jerry and Abrahamish and shit, but you are pregnant with the idea of a relationship. You know everything that you want in this relationship. You pretty much, you know how you want them to look, you know what you want them to say, you know, you have all of this stuff in your head on how you want it to go. But I don't think that, my nose is itching, I don't think that we prepare ourselves. You know, we know everything that we want from them, but we don't make ourselves a vibrational match with what we're asking for. You know, I have been in situations and relationships where I've had wonderful men, and I mean wonderful men, but I wasn't a vibrational match to that wonderful man. My ideas drew that man to me, but I didn't do the work on myself that it took to be the vibrational match to that man or to that relationship. And I know a lot of times, you know, we talk about timing, you know, on the other person's part. I've met a wonderful guy, and he, on one hand, he just could not take me. You know what I'm saying? He could not take all that I was doing and all that I was becoming and all that I had became, and, you know, because he wasn't doing the things he needed to do in his life to feel good about himself. You know what I'm saying? So in that instance, you know, it was wonderful when it was wonderful, but timing is everything. You know, timing is everything. Now, if I would have met him today versus when I met him, it would have been a different story. But, you know, everything happens, I think, in the divine time and divine place and all of that kind of thing. Now, I will say that, you know, I think a lot of times limitations and titles also, you know, stops a lot of production in your series too. As a woman, I would say that, you know, we are taught that romance is in a box. You know what I'm saying? It has to go this way. I made a video 3 years ago about Valentine's Day and how, you know, we get caught up in the idea, I feel like I gotta sneeze, caught up in the idea that, you know, everything, all the love that you have should be displayed for me, you know, on this day, but the other 364 or 65, depending if it's leap year, days of the year is just kind of like, passe. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it type deal. So, you know, we are taught these notions and conditions on how relationships are and should be. You are the author of your relationship book. You do what works for you. And it took me years to learn that. It took me years to learn what is normal for other people. It ain't normal for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dated a guy and he had 2 kids, and I was cool with his baby mamas, and his baby mamas would come and get my kids, and shit, my baby daddy may have his kids. It was just like, it wasn't normal to the outside world, I guess, because of, you know, we were taught that we shouldn't, you know, conversate and, you know, those things. But I feel like as long as there ain't no extra tricky shit going on, no under the hand, backhand shit going on, and we doing it for the sake of the family and sake of the children, I ain't had no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that in life we look at things as if it should be, but it ain't no should. I told y'all a long time ago, I really, I catch myself using the word should, but using the word should means that I was wrong in the beginning. So, I try to catch myself on that kind of stuff. But, I would tell you this. If you know that you had a good guy and for whatever the reason the relationship don't work, I ain't telling you to sit on a nigga front porch and sing love songs, but I am telling you to remember, you know what I'm saying? Remember the good times and remember what you liked. You know what I'm saying? Remember what you didn't like, because you're going to be pregnant again with another relationship, and that relationship is going to come through. But as women, we really have to make sure that, we got our shit together when it comes. Remember, I don't know if y'all been around long enough to remember when I was going with Butterfly Boy. And then the time that I was single, I thought that I had this shit together. I thought that I had me pretty much lined up, you know what I'm saying, with my thoughts and my desires. But subconsciously, I, for real, had other issues to deal with. And it wasn't until I got in a relationship where he held that mirror to my face and showed me I wasn't who the fuck I thought I was. Or I wasn't who I was portraying myself to be, because I still had other issues. And, I just hope that you guys are blessed to find somebody who will work through those issues and insecurities and doubts with you. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing within itself. Wait a minute. Oh, yeah, I'm cool. So, I think, yeah. So, when I sit back and I think about, your email, how you miss him, we get used to people and we get used to situations. And, after being with somebody for a while, it's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard when that's the first person you talk to and the last person you talk to. It's hard when you get used to them. And hopefully you guys can still kind of be cool after, a while. If y'all was cool at first, you know what I'm saying? When me and my dude broke up, it was like, damn, my partner gone. It wasn't like, oh, I need some dick. A lot of times women just use that because they just need some companionship and don't know how to say it. I was like, my partner gone. Because that was my partner. So I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? This shit is real out here. My partner gone. And if you guys were friends at first, I'm sure that you guys could be friends again. You know what I'm saying? You guys could be friends again. And I look at that and I think, in life we really miss out on a lot because society has taught us things have to go a certain way or be a certain way. If you feel like you still love him, it's okay to love him. It's okay to say, man, that was a great man. And the one that's coming after that, he's going to be even greater. Because he is. Your best boyfriend is always your next boyfriend. All the time. All the time. And if you think of it like that, you really haven't lost out on anything. And I also feel like, the whole experience of loving and not being in a relationship doesn't mean that you still don't love. And it still doesn't mean that it was not a wonderful experience. Even though it didn't last forever, it doesn't take away from what you guys had. What else did you mention in the email? You mentioned in the email that you did some things which also caused him to do some things. I mean, I understand the whole situation. When I read it, I'm like, yep, that was me. I've done it before. I've said some things in hope of maybe you would leave before motherfucker. Maybe I could say some shit to make you leave me alone so I could be controller when this motherfucker's over. As dumb as this sounds. I've done it before, too. I, for real, said some shit that I shouldn't have said. I've said some things that, motherfucker, I'm going to see if you going to not leave me if I do this or if I say this or, all of that shit is fear. You know what I'm saying? It's actually insecurity and it's fear. And that was my steering wheel. And I was talking to a friend of mine and he was saying his girlfriend was saying such. I'm like, that ain't what that mean. That mean this. He told me, well, why she didn't say this? A lot of times we don't know how to say what we mean, and for real, if y'all meant to be together, y'all will be together. I met a guy one day at a club and he told me he had a situation and I walked off. And then we met again at a funeral, like I don't know how long ago later. And You know, it was one of the best relationships of my life. Just saying that timing is everything. If the timing isn't right, fall back. You know what I'm saying? Fall back as much as you can. Or, you know, look at my video, worst case scenario, too. Fall back as much as you can, and everything that's supposed to be will be. And people can't stop what is going to be but you. You the only person can stop it. You know what I'm saying? You are the only person that can stop what can be or what will be. You have the choice, subconsciously or consciously, you make the decisions to put people in your life or take people away from your life. So we need to start thinking more consciously and stop just being a victim of life and for real plan. And, you know, be the author of your own book. I'm at this credit union and I don't even know if I fucking answered any of your goddamn questions. But if you need some more advice, inbox me. Did I show y'all my bald head? I don't know. Y'all see it? So, yeah, let me go. Because this girl, I think she finna come up to my car. Because I think she noticed me. Okay. Yep, she is. Okay. Talk to y'all later. Bye.